Controlling rats. Why should you care? Because they spread diseases, cause damage, and are a nuisance. Rats, like other rodents, can spread diseases to humans and pets, including rat lungworm, leptospirosis, salmonella, and murine typhus. They damage the environment by killing native bird and plant species. In addition, they eat and contaminate our food and produce, as well as damage ornamental plants. Rats can gnaw on electrical wires and wooden structures, tear up walls to find nesting areas, and leave unsightly droppings and a smelly urine odor in our home or farm. To effectively manage rats, we need to understand rat behavior and biology. Once you understand their behavior, life cycle, and preferences, use integrated pest management or IPM strategies that use the least toxic methods first. Inspection, sanitation, physical and mechanical control, and then pesticides or rodenticides can be applied to reduce rat populations. Finally, re-inspect regularly for long-term rat management. Let's start by learning more about rats. In Hawaii, there are several common rat species. Roof rat, a climber, often in roofs and attics. The Norway rat, which is often found burrowing under structures but does climb as well. And the Polynesian rat, which is commonly found in agriculture and other outdoor spaces. The lifespan of a rat is about 1 year, although they can live up to 2 years. Rats can start breeding at 3 months old and can have 4 or 8 offspring within 3 weeks. It's not surprising that you can see rapid population growth. Not only are rats good climbers, they can jump more than 6 feet. They use their keen sense of smell and taste to locate food sources and pathways. If you see rats during the day, it's a sign of high population as they are nocturnal. To navigate, rats use their nostrils, other parts of their face, and guard hairs. Rub or swing marks, rodent droppings, urine stains, or odors, nesting, burrows, rodent damage, live or dead rodents, or rodent sounds are all signs of rat presence. Inspect for rat harbage areas, entry points where rats can enter dwellings, pack houses, or storage areas, and potential food sources. What can you do to make your home, garden, and farm less inviting to rats? Rats move within a 200 feet area. Good sanitation can reduce harborage spaces. Clean piles of paper, boxes, old equipment, garbage, and other things that provide protected living spaces for the rats. Remove debris, vegetation, and thin out tree growth. Pruning tree limbs over roofs will limit overhead access into the home or pack house. Elevate piled materials at least 6 inches off the ground and keep away from walls. Rats are opportunistic feeders. Remove food sources as much as possible. Store pet food and trash in rodent-proof containers. Hide kitchen scraps or discarded produce inside compost piles or till into the ground. Eliminate nearby watering spots by repairing leaks and dumping containers holding water. Once you've identified potential problem areas, plan a course of action. Start with keeping rats out. Make sure there are no openings larger than ½ an inch. To cover openings, use a 10-gauge hardware cloth, 26-gauge sheet metal, or cement. Wood can be used if there are no exposed edges for gnawing. Steel wool to plug holes is not an ideal solution since it can be pulled out by rats. Sheet metal or cement are good options to collar pipe inlets. Well-placed mechanical traps can be an effective control. There are a variety of traps available at your garden or farm supply stores. Glue traps are better suited for indoors. Snap traps, live traps, electric traps are better suited for partially enclosed or outdoor environments. Resetting stations are good for field perimeters or outdoor use. Rats tend to be cautious about new objects, so traps may need to be in place for 1 or 2 weeks. Set traps at right angle to beams, rafter, or walls where children and pets will not be harmed. Secure traps to a solid object. Traps can be baited with nuts, raisins, sardines, coconut, peanut butter, gumdrops, or cotton. Check traps daily and wear protective gear like gloves. Tamper-proof bait stations with a rodenticide is the next control step and should only be used outdoors. Place in area with rodent activity along with building perimeter, beneath decks or along runways within ground cover or shrubs. Place 15 to 50 feet apart around structures and 75 to 100 feet apart on perimeter of your property. Rodenticides use anticoagulants. These baits can harm children, pets, and other non-target wildlife, so use with caution and follow label directions. If pets are suspected of consuming bait or poison rodents, consult your veterinarian immediately, as antidotes are available. Now that you trapped or exterminated the rats, what do? Dead rodents can be buried deeply or double-bagged and placed in the garbage. Be sure to wear gloves and use tools to minimize direct hand contact. Rodent-contaminated areas may have disease organisms and allergens. Ventilate the area prior to cleaning. Use personal protective equipment, PPE, during cleanup, such as gloves, goggles, covered footwear, and a dust mask. To clean the area, wipe rather than sweeping or vacuuming that can create airborne particles. Follow with a disinfectant such as 1 part bleach to 10 part water solution. Rats are more than a nuisance. They can spread diseases. Be safe and take steps to keep rats out of your home, garden, and farms. For more information on rodent control, contact the Hawaii Department of Health Vector Control.